Hello and welcome back to Tales of Arise. We have some side quests to do before we head out towards Mahagsar, so, I think. And I actually think, oh, the side quest is literally right there. I didn't need to, I was right next to the door. Whatever. We have to...
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
We gotta deal with whatever this is. Is there no one else? Huh. And then take on a giant boar, apparently? Flamewrecker. You a Gigant?
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
It certainly is. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. And it's armored, so we're gonna need law for that. It's weak to water. So... Shionne's got that taken care of. So, we'll replace... No, Ren... I want to use Dohalame. We'll use them later. I want to use the ideal party for this, so... Ow! Oh god, everyone dropped to 1 health right away. Oh good.
I'll tear you apart! Let's tear him up!
I'll bring you back from death.
I can handle it!
I should not be using fire on it.
You'll pay for that! Demon Fang!
I've still got some fight left in me.
Dragon Swarm!
Healing circle.
Let's see if we can stop this.
I'll bring you back from death.
Why'd you heal me?
Oh, that didn't work at all.
You dying?
Right.
Okay, it seems like that thing... Where is it? The thing on his arm is actually the only thing that takes weakness damage. Maybe. Now, this is certainly going to be a problem if my party members are dying on their own this often. I can't tell them to dodge. Ooh. Yeah, this is going to be a huge problem. I just got to accept that, though. I've dealt with enough golems, I know exactly when to dodge that bullshit, but, let's see his move. Literally just an earth thing.
Stay away from my friend!
No more playing nice.
Ooh, there we go.
Never miss. Thunderblade.
Dodge! Alright, you've got a ice move right here. Actually, I gotta do it again, and then...
It's time
there.
to finish this. Die. Consuming wildfire.
Ooh. That didn't do as much as I was hoping.
Amazing. Lightning condemns. Thunderblade.
I really don't want to waste all these orange gels, but I may have to. Wait, how did you take damage? He came in and took damage somehow. He's not even in the party right now. Oh.
Now you see what I can do!
Interesting.
I can't heal you forever.
Honestly, the AI isn't very good at this. Luckily, he dodged there, but... Get ready to dodge. See? What could I do about that? The core.
I'm impressed. Arch Field! Not on my watch! Freeze Lancer!
Is this it?
It's very unfortunate.
Dutch!
Oh. I thought she was trapped in there. Core break. Shit. This is bad. We're gonna life bottle. We're also going to swap you in. Okay.
Where are you going?
My God.
Here,
Flame of fury! Burning strike!
Spin.
harder. Not a
Tempest
chance.
whirl!
Dragon
This
form.
one's mine!
Take it.
This one's mine! Going in!
Is this it?
Lightning!
God, I can't switch off of Alphen or he dies.
Raging storm! I'm out! Watch and weep!
Oh, here comes the big...
By the power of water! Radiant here!
Thankfully, Shionne's not dying.
Flame of fury! Burning strike! Glacial spear! Pierce
Ooh, okay, that was a big one. Guess I was casting during that. We're gonna have to just blow our orange shell, and I'll reload if I have to. I'm not wasting these items and not beating it.
I'll bring you back from death to bit.
Let's see, are you bringing Alphen back? Wow, nice miss.
Demon Fang. Dragon
Hey,
form.
more with that great one online.
Dodge. Oh,
Sorry, I can only lightning.
stupid animations. Okay, we're gonna use another orange shell.
Wall.
There.
All right, bring it. I got this.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Oh, he keeps going in that direction.
Win.
Here, let me help. Where are you going?
Here I come.
Smart.
Spin.
No.
Oh, that's a charge.
Abyss.
Okay.
Get out of this.
Resuscitation.
Interesting. Interesting.
You have to hold on.
I mean, I know I'm getting hit occasionally, but
Mine.
it's very unfortunate by my party members. Like, I can't do anything about it. They're just dead. Like, I don't know.
Meteor.
Going in.
Here's another.
On guard!
Puddle.
Look sharp!
One last.
On guard! Look sharp! Going in!
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
I can't lose.
Except for do these at a much higher level so that I don't have to deal with
Don't get in trouble again.
party members dying in one hit.
I'm out of ammo.
Or fight it solo.
Annihilation. Radiant light. Gotcha.
There you go.
Right back at ya. Here's dance in the wind.
I can't, like, permanently stun lock it to stop it from doing all this either. That's the big problem.
Watch and weep. Puddle.
All right. Well, we're gonna fail. It's pretty obvious.
Radiant here. Go get him back
No
from death
further.
to this. Bullseye. Raging storm.
So what does his do?
Dance in the wind.
I mean, I read it, but I don't remember exactly what it does.
Demon Fang.
I can only rely on myself.
Dodge. Oh, that didn't work whatsoever.
Annihilation.
Double Demon
Tempest
Fang.
whirl. Puddle.
This one's mine.
Will this help? Hup.
Whoa.
Dance in the wind. Healing circle.
Here I
Air
come.
thrust. Dance
No.
in the wind.
Oh, I missed my mystic art.
Mirage.
Don't mind if I do. I never miss. Raging cast now. Flame of fury.
Ooh. Oh, right, we hit a half.
Say no more. Demon Fang.
Gemini Alpha. Tempest
Dragon Swarm.
Annihilation. Flawless flight.
Severing Wind. Stardust.
Come on.
Try harder. My turn.
Tempest whirl.
Win.
Flawless fire.
Prepare to be sealed.
Lightning
Take
death.
this.
Annihilation.
Piss off.
There you go.
Eat dirt.
Don't let up.
Please cancel him. Oh, it didn't.
Slice. Cut.
Seems like if I keep these boosts up, though, I don't have to deal with things as often. Ola's dead. That's why I can't use it.
Dragon Swarm.
Raging cascade.
Demon Fang. Win.
Dance in the wind. In here.
Who are you attacking?
Take this.
Stockpile.
I'm not done.
Here goes. Not in your dreams. I'm ready.
You're
He's like swinging at nothing.
One's mine. Wind after
Demon
wind.
Fang.
Banana. Let's
Dragon
go.
Swarm.
Radiant light. Here.
Okay, big jump. Dodge.
Not a chance.
Annihilation. Seal.
Thankfully,
Take this.
the AI has like things they're good at, and oh, he paralyzed them.
All mine.
They have good things they're good at dodging, and things they're awful at dodging. Wow.
Dragon Swarm.
Is that friendly?
Severing Wind. Lunar
Well,
Rondo.
just the two of us now, Shionne.
You're mine.
Oh my God, it's frozen.
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Win.
That is friendly.
Freeze lancer.
Wow, we're gonna kill it.
You're mine.
super confident.
Searing flame! Reload!
Try harder. Win. Strike.
Here I go!
Lunar Rondo.
Top field!
No escape.
Man, I went back and watched like the first episodes just to see, and
Marksman handle
Try
this.
harder.
can't believe how hard it was to get a perfect dodge back then.
Where are you going?
Strike. It's on.
One
I'm leaving
weak.
Dohalim in support so that I can use his stuff and he won't be dead.
Burning strike! Glacier
There we go.
field. Here's the evil.
Stardust.
It's
Core
weakened.
break.
Strike. This ends now. Lunar Rondo. Stardust. Take this.
Ooh, that was a lot of free hits. No, I'm stuck.
Try hard. My turn. Dragon
That was
Swarm.
close.
Demon Fang. Severing Wind. Here I come. Strike.
I don't like being stuck in the air though.
Annihilation.
Okay, big swing.
Here I come.
I'm almost
Demon Fang.
impressed.
High praise coming from you.
I said
Big swing.
almost. Don't get carried away.
I don't want to risk anything now. We're gonna beat it first try.
Lunar Rondo.
I'm out.
Uh-oh.
Darkened weak.
Take this.
Annihilation. Mega
No
ray.
further.
By the power of water.
What are you doing?
Mine.
Try
2, 3.
Demon Fang.
Oh,
Here comes a big one. It's on. Stardust.
oh, big.
Mine. Void Flash.
I think that's the first time I've
You
seen
picked
that.
the wrong fight.
I never miss.
I'm not done. Stardust.
Oh,
You're mine.
20k left.
Swarm.
And again.
Demon Fang.
Graviton
Back up.
field.
Oh, that was very close.
Annihilation.
Severing Wind.
Come on.
Stardust. Strike.
Searing flame. Reload.
I can't believe
Demon Fang.
the strategy here is to just let my party die.
Flame of fury.
Try hard. My turn.
Burning strike.
Void Flash.
Take
I shouldn't have done that. Rising Phoenix.
no further.
Downfall.
Demon Fang.
Sighted. There.
Oh,
Got
that wasn't a circle.
Magna
Void
ray.
Flash. Take this.
Gemini aqua.
Back up.
One's all mine.
Power of water.
Eat dirt.
If I could just break this core, I'll be set. I
Strike.
feel like it's probably gonna be
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
probably gonna take a bit.
Demon Fang.
Spin. Oh,
Gravitas field.
ooh, that was close.
Stardust.
Back into the fray.
Strike.
Annihilation.
Oh no.
Heavy flame of
Break it.
fury.
Break it.
Burning strike.
You're mine. Strike.
All right, he's gonna do the triple on me. 1, 2, 3,
Take this.
and then the big one.
Right, watch out.
Just don't be over here,
I'm all stopped up.
Strike.
or be in the air, I guess.
You require a
Shionne. Oh, she died, and I don't have a life bottle. Okay. I guess I get Dohalim in here just because.
Not too late to bow out.
I'm not looking to get our tails handed to us.
That's exactly why.
I hope he backs off though. He has no health.
Stalagmite.
Not today.
7,000 health left.
On your knees.
Oh, he's down.
Dragon
Air
Swarm.
pressure.
Take this.
Come on, core break. Oh no.
Try harder.
Resonate with the
Rondo.
earth.
Void Flash.
This is so risky.
Here I come. No escape. Dragon Swarm.
No, you're gonna be stuck in animation.
Here I come.
Okay.
Demon Fang.
Core break. Core break. Core break.
Void Flash.
Oh no, he's jumping. You didn't kill Dohalim?
Swarm.
On your knees.
Wind. Lunar Rondo. Void Flash.
Oh come on. This is so risky. It's ridiculous.
You're mine.
Resonate with the
Dragon
earth.
Swarm.
Stalagmite.
Man, if I had a heart rate monitor on right now,
Try hard. My turn. Severing Wind.
it'd be pretty high.
I'm ready. Doubling in an instant. Impact Cross.
Oh, and we got to see that because they're the only two alive. Wow, that was awesome. Whew, Astral Flower.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
That was amazing. That was amazing and awful. And there is something I could totally grab here. Seriously, my heart. AI, why can't you just stay alive a little bit? I mean, do they do better perfect dodging when I, like, use the thing that says back off.
Whew.
Like, they kept dying repeatedly. So if I say don't spend CP, keep away from enemy if own HP is less than 25%. I mean, yeah, they'll dodge, but then they'll never attack. Like, we'll just be sitting in circles. I feel like
I don't sense any more enemies.
they die quite often, and it's very weird. It's not that the AI is dumb necessarily, but I just don't have an option to be like, hey, back off for like this attack. It's coming out and it's gonna suck. Or something like that. Oh, Captain, it's you again. Did you manage to beat that Zookle I asked you about? Yeah, it turned out to be a real handful, but we eventually pulled through and won. Don't be coy. You were a sight to behold against that thing. I wish. Attacking and defending with that shield of yours. Wow, so you managed to take that tough rock Zookle with your shield. That's impressive. Yeah. Thanks. It turns out it's useful for not just for defending. It can be offensive with it too. I feel like I better understand what it's capable of now. Well, thanks for doing all that, Captain. Now I can finally get back to work. Wow. Okay, almost 6,000 gold. And a new skill set. Increase attack after guarding. Oh. Alright. A new move. She needs new moves. I'm immediately buying it. Counterattack damage. Easier party member overlimit. Makes it easier for party members to trigger overlimit when she's attacked. Are you serious? Immediately after blocking an enemy attack. Makes guard ignition moves deal more damage and harder to interrupt. Guard ignition. Is that when I counterattack? I think it is. I haven't put a name to it. Let's see. Kisara, Fierce Guardian, Guard Ignition. Instead of evading, she guards. If she triggers a perfect guard, she raises morale. Okay, yeah. Huh. Well, we took care of that. Everyone has enough SP for their next thing. We have to stop at the inn, which costs money. Let's go camping. Why won't we go camping instead? Because we have another gigant to take out that might be even
Looks
harder.
like we made it here in one piece.
All right. Don't need to deal with any of you.
We should be able to cook here.
I didn't have any food effects or anything either, so I probably could have prepared a little better for this. Also, we're like 23 and that thing was 28. I keep fighting things like 5 levels above me. It makes it
There
fun.
are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
She's got the bestiary. We got a bunch of new meals. Okay, defense up T, heal CP after battle, attack up small. It's easy to make, but it's not as good as attack up large. Combat points up. Okay, we also got omelet defense up. What are the other new ones we got? Leaf wrap sushi, that was new. EXP boost tiny. Heal HP after battle small. I think that's about all of them, isn't it? Got a pork bun. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go with something better. This will be defense up small with her doubling up. Yeah, it's fine.
All done. Come and eat.
Oh, well, we gotta see Kiara's.
Kisara,
Or
let's talk
Kisara.
for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives. so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
We're in
I'll
for
take
it now.
watch tonight. It's okay.
It's only appropriate. I mean, I wish we
Before
could hear
go,
more.
Do you guys have everything?
No, this guy is going to... Oh, right. Chickens gave stuff... Oh, we had some rats there. They kind of... New animals. Horses. Huh. Discouraging... Deliver brutal kicks with discouraging stray zoogles. Interesting. What am I going to get from horses? We'll keep giving fattening feed. I don't have that much money. I really don't know if there's anything more to that. All right. Very important that I get some life bottles. We're pretty much broke again. Oh, what was that? 9,000 for this? Holy hell. That was a lot of money. Okay, well, we're gonna have 6 life bottles. Two orange gel. I don't want to have to spend them all. But it's gonna happen, no matter what I do. Okay, do we have any upgrades? Topaz Cape is an upgrade for him. Okay. Other than that, we're all good. Oh no, we have a bunch of new weapons. Okay, okay. Oh, you use a longsword to make... Oh, we're starting to upgrade our actual swords. Interesting. Huh, okay. I can't really make any right now, though.
Did we really?
Sorry, I know I get off on these tangents and then they end up being half the episode, but I keep apologizing.
That much money?
Yeah. Kisara even brings it up.
Yeah, I'm not sure we can take it.
We'll find out. If it's over like 8 levels ahead of me, I'm not gonna try. 26. We're fine.
Let's see what you...
It's weak to wind.
got.
Rinwell should be in here. I also probably want her for healing, just because it's cheaper. And instead of law, we're gonna have this, because Boar's charge, and she can stop charges. Not that I can't do that from a support member standpoint, but...
It's time.
Oh.
I'll take out the legs with my shield. This one.
What are you doing over there?
I'm ready to go. Another tiger blade.
Demon's Fang!
Plus she can heal.
This one's mine.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Won't save you.
Okay, where's your cores right on the front? Oh,
Charge like that could easily be fate.
Just as well, I'm here to stop. I'll bring you back from death.
No! Soaring Light!
ooh. Oh, no. Oh.
Double Demon Fang!
To stop you dying?
Come here. Oh, it's not moving.
Can't end here.
Holy hell.
Healing circle. Arc sealed. I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Swallow's flight. Resuscitation.
Take this!
One last exciting.
I can carve through armor!
Double demon fang.
Oh, yep.
No further!
Demon fang.
Can't be
Double
swallowed.
demon fang.
Swallow's flight. Look sharp. Healing circle.
Jeez.
Can't be
Oh, I keep duplicating my moves.
See that you don't get in trouble again. Here's a healing arc.
180 CP already. We're going through so much.
That's it. Sleep now. Tiger blade.
It's on.
Time to shine.
You picked the wrong fight.
Okay, that seems to always down him.
By the power of water. Tunnel.
Wrong button.
On guard. That's it. Tiger blade.
What?
Lightning.
I can carve through armor!
Look sharp. Back into the fray. Take this.
Alright, this thing charges really fast.
Void blast. This ends now. No escape. Demon fang.
That's it.
Severing
Tiger
wing.
blade.
Let's do it. Oh, it's gone.
Here's a healing arc.
What a waste of HP.
I can let loose.
Tempest. Take it. Guardian field. Back into the fray.
Explosive ring. Eat dirt.
On guard. Tiger blade. In here.
You're mine.
Take this.
Oh, right. You got a new move, didn't you? Lion's Howl stomps an enemy and hits him with a lion spirit. Stronger if activated while guarding. Okay. And then we have Piercing Roar. Closes in and gives a mighty shield swing. Stronger if activated while guarding. So, oh, that's all shield strikes. I see. Okay. So I want to put on Lion's Howl. We'll use Piercing Roar. I want to try
Demon
these.
fang.
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front.
Oh, that's not the guard button. Oh my god. I can't believe I did that.
Said and done.
Lightning condemned. Thunderblade.
On guard.
All day. First.
Oh,
No chance. Lightning condemned.
there we go. You finally did it.
Got this one covered. This one's mine. First lightning orb.
How about this?
Double demon fang.
Ooh.
Look sharp.
Demon fang.
Piercing roar.
Not today.
This one's mine. I'll heal you
Oh,
all.
he's down.
Look far enough.
Double
guard.
finish it.
Alphen.
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
I'll heal you all.
All right.
Can't get out of this.
Demon fang.
Heal.
Demon fang.
One for that.
More where that came from.
Well, it's going better than before.
Void blast.
Searing Gale.
Glacial
It looks like we made a
Where
mess.
are you going?
Over limit.
I'm not done. Is this it?
It's showtime.
Yeah. I had no idea what my character was doing there. I couldn't see him.
Hold on.
Animation lock was
Guardian field.
pretty awful there. Guard.
On guard.
Oh, you're doing multiple. I see.
How do you like being pounded into shape?
Here goes raging cascade. I can't hold on much longer. More for the Sidetracked.
Oh,
Steel force.
man. When it makes you hold two buttons and one of them is like a long animation,
Glacial fear. Pierce evil.
kinda hard to get a Mystic art out sometimes.
Double demon fang. Disrupted. You'll pay for that. It's go time.
I'm gonna
I'll smash you.
I'm gonna need a minute to practice Kisara, I guess. Actually, I think it's about time we test. This is a bad time to test him, but we're gonna test him here. There we go.
I'm out of ammo.
Oh, that's a bad time to test him.
Swallow blade.
Come here.
There you go.
Here comes the big one.
Ooh.
No further.
Oh. God damn it.
No rest for the wicked.
Supernova.
Fine, I'll use an orange shell. I have no choice. Knock him down.
It's in your hands now.
Hell, stay away from my friend.
Are we dead again? Oh my god.
You're mine. Severing wing.
I can carve through armor.
Seriously, I can't tell what's going on with this thing.
Raging storm.
I'm not done.
Ready. Annihilation.
And now you're attacking.
Swarm.
Got it.
Demon Fang.
Now's our chance.
Shionne used all. She used everything. Just swap her for Law for now. Might as well.
My praise coming from
Oh my god. Alright, Law's coming in.
Don't get carried away. Air thrust.
Alright,
The enemy is going all out. Dance in the wind.
double charge.
Wide open.
Sealed.
It's gonna do it again.
This'll come in handy.
No?
Here goes. All right. It's showtime.
Oh. Oh, that one's. Oh, there it is. I don't know. I feel like I'm confusing. I'm getting confused with this enemy. All right, Shionne's still alive, so. Yeah, swap you.
Dance in the wind.
If not, I'm just going to play as Rinwell. Just Rinwell.
In the wind. In here. I'll heal you all.
Not done
All
yet.
right. It's
Oh, dodge. Mashing the button.
All right.
Where are you
Oh boy.
going?
I'm not
Will
done.
this help?
Stardust.
healing circle.
Slice. It's too much.
See, that whole time,
Yes, I need you, remember?
I'm not going to explain it anymore. There's no point.
Ignite.
It should be pretty clear how bad the animation lock is.
Here I come. Dragon Swarm.
Keep trying to defend it, but
Severing
I
Wind.
don't know.
Void Blast.
Radiant look here.
Take this.
Radiant here.
Try hard. My turn. Demon Fang.
Okay, now he's going to do a double.
Back into the fray.
It's gonna attack.
Right. Watch out.
Try harder. My turn.
He's doing another one.
Can't end here.
Radiant here.
Well, I guess we just give up? No.
I'm gonna need more of that
Radiant
medicine.
pathetic.
Try hard. My
Oh,
turn.
Shionne's dead now too.
Severing Wind.
I think my real what I need to do is just never attack. We're just gonna hang out on the field with the boar and just never attack. It's the only way to be able to be sure I can dodge.
Try harder. Demon Fang. Severing Wind.
Because the second you do something, he's like, all right, let's do that. That was lucky. All right, we're gonna do this solo. I don't have a choice.
There. Wind.
I'm not wasting any more revives.
Severing Wind. Lunar Rondo.
Oh, yep.
This one's all mine.
All right. So do your single one.
Try harder. Dragon Swarm. Severing
Now he's
Wind.
gonna do a double.
Try hard. Not a chance.
No, he's doing it again.
Try harder.
Oh, there we go.
Wind. Void Blast. Slice.
Now he's gonna charge.
Time to let it rip.
Oh, okay. Can you
Burn. Dragon Swarm. Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
I just beat it. 1 health.
Severing Wind.
Oh,
Astral energy.
Say no more.
bye. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for screaming there. I just screamed.
We may be a touch beyond our depth.
We barely got a look at the thing.
We beat it. Not very well, but we still beat it. Oh. Rare ore rate up. Small cooking effectoration up. I have to make
Done.
their favorite meals.
This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, we got no
Care
cutscene.
if I hang out for a while?
Just hanging out talking, huh? Still haven't learned much about him outside of, you know,
We'd best get ready for tomorrow.
the Lord stuff. But technically we haven't done anything. We just went and did side quests.
Shall
So
we get moving?
we have a quest here. We actually have a quest in the palace too. Oh, that was so... I wish I could explain how bad some of the animation locks are. It's just...
I wonder if something happened.
It gets me killed so often just being like, I can get one hit in. I swear I can. You can't. You never can. Oh, Lord Dohalim, what brings you here? Oh, nothing in particular. We're simply passing through. We are quite the distance from the capital, however. Are you in need of assistance? Isn't it right there? Well, yes. I've been having Zoogle troubles. I don't like the sound of that. How curious. You shouldn't be seeing any more of them out here since the soldiers cleared them all out. The little ones have kept away, yes, but this big Zoogle showed up recently that's been causing me no trouble end of trouble. It looks like a giant monkey. I guess you could say that... it likes to blow these huge gusts of wind that wreak havoc on my crops. That sounds like quite a serious problem. I apologize for troubling you with this, my lord. I promise to still fulfill the palace's order somehow, but we'll see what we can do. Fret not, I shall handle the situation myself. What? You do that for me, my lord. But of course, how could I possibly ignore a citizen standing before me who is quite clearly in dire need of my aid? You said it was a large simian Zoogle that knows how to manipulate the wind, yes? Very well, let us be off, Kisara. Dohalim, Big Game Hunter. I'm guessing this unlocks another title for him. Wait. Is it... Oh my god. Why do you keep giving me Gigants back to back to back? Every single one has been a Gigant so far. I appreciate the free CP we're getting, but I swear if the quest in the palace is a Gigant too, this is going to be the whole episode. El Demencia's... I know all about it. Do we even have items? I don't have items. I don't think I can... I have one life bottle left. I have to turn in that one quest to get money to keep this going. So, Viscint, we're gonna go turn you in. I think that's the only way we're gonna get this. It sucks that...
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
This is like the only time I have to waste money on items is all these Gigant quests. But there's only like 20 of them in the game. We've already taken care of like 6 or 7 of them. How'd it go with that boar Zoogle? Don't worry, we managed to stop it.
Seriously?
I still can't believe we pulled it off, honestly. I never should have doubted you, Kisara. I hate that I had to turn to you in the first place. You still helped. You evacuating people and clearing out rubble made it so that we could simply focus on fighting. So don't beat yourself up. You've always been a big help, even when we were younger. Thanks, Kisara.
Well.
Anyway, what part of the fence did that boar destroy? I want to fix it for you. You don't have to do that for me, and I swear, you never know when to rest, do you? It's just in my nature. Speaking of which, hey Rinwell, your coat's been dirty ever since that fight. Let me have it, I'll wash it for you later. Huh? Oh, sure. I've got to step up my game. 6,000. I'm not really making a profit, am I? Oh god, so much SP. We are getting decent experience though, which is great. We'll go into the next
Looks
area.
Like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Not under leveled. With this money, I need to restock. Oh man, it's so expensive. No orange bottles. If everyone dies, I will solo the damn fight. I swear. That's just how it's gonna have to be. Okay. Let's pick up the palace one, actually. Library. Guess we gotta go from entrance plaza. Let's head to the library.
Well,
okay.
let's see what they have to say.
Oh?
My, it seems like you're carrying a rare book there, young lady. Oh, this thing. To be fair, books in general are pretty rare across Dahna. Even so, I can tell it's particularly unique and special. As a librarian here, I couldn't ask you to consider donating it to me, could I?
Yeah.
I don't think I could part with this one. I need this book to fight Zoogles and stuff. Goodness, I had no idea there were any such books used for combat. All the more reason I simply must get my hands on it. Lord Doha, sweetie, you must consider her, or convince her to part with that somehow.
What?
Please. I must. To be quite honest, I would rather she hold on to it as well. But I, Tigrina, was appointed by you to serve as the palace's librarian, so as to keep these precious books safe for future generations. We must do something. I simply can't do my job without having the books I need in my care. What? Please, Lord Doha. This is quite the conundrum. I'm not sure what to do here.
Got it.
Look, I'm not letting this book out of my sight, but you can take a look at it while we're here if you'd like. If I find any books while we're traveling, I'll bring them to you. Does that work for you? Absolutely. I really do wish I could have your book, but I'll gladly accept that as a compromise. In return, every time you have something to show me, I'll give you something special in return. Okay, Lord Doha, I do hope a generous budget is forthcoming. The arts must be preserved. Unfortunately, that isn't my call to make, seeing as I no longer serve as Lord here. But you make a compelling argument. Don't be shy about bringing me lots and lots of new books. I'll be here, eagerly awaiting them. Bibliophile. You mean... No, I don't need a priority for it, but... Does she mean her weapons?
I hate that woman.
She was a handful, wasn't she?
What's wrong with being passionate? Not to mention, she was kind of cute.
Of course, that's why you like her.
We're gonna have to confront her now. Secrets of the Stars, eh? That's an old, beaten-up book you have there. What is it, I wonder? I sense much warmth from it, but also an aura of sadness emanating from its pages. Tell me, where did you find such a book? It's a prized heirloom that used to belong to a certain clan. You could say I inherited it. That's why I can't give it away. I understand now. You must forgive my keenness to obtain it. I'm sure you don't have it easy as a fellow book collector yourself. Nevertheless, I sense that your passion for them is quite genuine. If you bring me any other books you happen to come across, I'd really love to see them. Sure, no problem. Happy bottles. Okay. More AG's always good. Ooh. Oh, Celestial Hammer. Oh, a new Mystic Art? What? Sends 4 rays of light at the ground. Anti-dragon damage? Wow. So we learned no Mystic Arts from our titles. Interesting. I kind of want this. She needs more water moves. And I gotta go through this. One sec. All right. I had a lot of SP, so I just bought a bunch of random stuff. I don't even remember what I just bought.
I don't think I'll ever quite warm up to her, but I can respect her passion for books.
That's a lot of objectives. What do you want? Left? Is it left? Show nature's beauty type weapon. Show taming water type weapon. Oh. Okay, and then show the rarest
Sense
book.
for people, don't you, Dohalim?
I shouldn't have interrupted her.
That can't be.
My word, for such a serene title as Nature's Beauty, this book is so ferocious. Like a tornado, truly breathtaking.
No.
It's too powerful. I fear it's going to blow my clothes straight off.
Wow!
Really?
Hey.
Settle down, Ma. Hey, what are you getting so excited for? I am. All you boars are the same. Ugh. Oh, now don't get yourself down. You're too cute to be so angry. Wouldn't you agree, handsome? Yeah, lighten up, Rinwell.
Oh?
While you're out searching for your next book, I suggest you read up on a little on men and how their minds work. Okay, not every guy has the same mind. There shouldn't be a book for that. You're just putting us all in the same category. Don't be shy about bringing me lots of books. I eagerly... Oh, I don't have the other ones? Okay, that's all we can do for now. Okay, well, we have one thing to do. Since we can't do that, we're going to go take out that enemy on Treslita Highway and then go take a look at the place we're moving forward from, so... That's what we're doing. Oh, I really regret selling all my stuff for my accessories and weapons for money. It's very unfortunate. Because now, I didn't realize I was going to have to do that. Oh, you're not sprinting. That looks like a dragon. Or, oh no, it is a monkey. That's a
big Zoogle.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm not sure we can take it.
We'll see. If it's too high level, I'm walking away. Well, I can't walk away from a 25. Oh boy, we are so dead. Where are the little ones? You're not even little, you're huge.
I can carve through.
Okay, so they don't have any weakness.
Are those arms even natural?
Searing gale. Damn it. You're mine.
Oh, it fell off.
Primed and ready. Swallow dare. Severing wind. All in order. Try harder.
Oh, you're doing multiple, huh?
Talon hurricane. Demon fang. Eagle.
I don't have any experience with these ones yet.
Commander of heavens. Phoenix cyclone.
Lightning condensed. Thunderblast.
All right, let's try this.
Prepare to be sealed, oh. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
There we go.
Resonate with the earth. I can carve through armor. Stalagmite.
My God.
Hope this works.
Forgive me.
Okay. It's only your fault because I'm playing as you, and... Oh, no, we're gonna get you and Kisara in here for now. Yeah.
Beyond. Imbue this vanquish.
Oh, you were resurrecting?
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Dodge. Who are you jumping to?
Elusive deity. Can you take it? Tornado drive.
Ooh. Its core is on its right arm.
Elusive deity. Begin. All right. Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
So, it's weak to earth. I don't have many options besides him for this. But I need to get rid of Severing Wind then. And throw on... Lightning? Why not? And replace this. I did buy a new one. Devastation. Which I haven't tried yet, so... Oh, but I need Earth, so we're going with Destruction. Oh, there we go. It's a nice quick move.
I'm impressed.
Oh, damn.
Can't get out of this.
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss.
I let my guard
I'll
down.
bring you back from Death's
That's it.
Abyss.
Elusive deity.
Resuscitation. Radiant here.
Can you take it? Demon fang. Double demon fang.
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss.
How do you know when he's going to do the triple or not?
Stalagmite.
That's the part I'm confused about.
On my watch.
Resonate with the earth.
You're armed. And just like that, I'm
That's
back
fine.
in.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
I'm ready to go.
Burning strike.
Ooh.
Glacial spear. Here's evil.
Take this.
Freeze lantern.
Piercing roar.
No.
Oh, right.
Death's Abyss.
Kisara's got all these Earth arts. There we go. Crescent Moon. Yeah, let's try it. Still no aerial ones, though. Everyone's dead. That's great.
Guess I had to use it sometime. Will this help?
No rest
Leave
for
the
Oh.
chargers to me.
Healing circle. Back into the fray.
Air pressure.
I'll bring you back from
I'm trying to guard.
Time to shine.
It's in the sky, it's mine.
I let my guard
This
down.
one's
I
mine.
couldn't make it in time.
Rising
Oh, she's dead.
Fierce evil.
on your knees.
Freeze Lancer. Ready. Here.
This guy is too fast.
Can only rely on myself. Gemini Aqua.
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Benediction light.
Oh, we're the only two alive again. Oh my god.
Downfall.
I'll wait till he's lower to do anything
It's over.
Tornado drive.
like that.
Hear me. Flame of fury. Burn it.
Benediction
Glacial
light.
spear. Pierce evil.
Our arts are being interrupted. Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Come on.
Prepare to be sealed.
Fury.
Resonate with the earth.
Glacial spear.
Stalagmite.
Pierce evil.
Can you take it?
Freeze Lancer.
Can you take it? I see you. In your face.
There we go.
Take
Magna
this.
Ray.
No.
Okay, I got a grasp of what to do here.
Magna Ray. If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Oh, are we gonna get to see your mystic art? I'm just gonna use it.
Behold, the earth's pulse. Tectonic fission.
Nice. I like that one.
Searing flame. Reload. I'm out of air. I'm all stuffed up.
Dodge. Shionne, dodge.
I never miss. Not in your dreams. Hear me. Flame of fury.
Can you take it?
Strike. Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
It's really weird because he does like this charge.
Shionne.
This one's got your name on it.
Oh,
To ashes.
nice. I'm gonna actually bring her in. We don't have any orange gel, so my options are life bottle and just hope people don't get hit.
Can you take it?
The AI are just dead, no matter what. I'm dead. I didn't dodge that.
Freeze Lancer.
Is this it?
I'm dead again.
Here I go. I'm only getting searing
That's acceptable.
flame. Up and at 'em. Let's go. Annihilation. The enemy is going all
Oh,
out.
no.
I
Dodge.
can't do
Oh.
anything. I was overconfident.
All right. Yep. I'm gonna reload so I don't lose my items, but that I don't understand. There's the one part learning Dohalim, like it seems like his animation lock is twice as long as the other ones. Like you hit something and he goes off onto this whole combo when you hit the normal attack. It's very unusual. I don't know how I'm gonna get used to him and beat this boss. We'll see. We'll see. I think I just need to be more aggressive. I think that's what's keeping people alive here. Oh,
I was overconfident.
oh, she went down. Only 2 people have died, and he's at 25% health.
To stop you dying?
I don't know what I'm doing differently, except for, I mean, I switched my moves around. I've also been like using that the second it comes up, switching into like law. Oh, and hitting the wrong direction.
Ready. This one's mine. Hear me. Flame of fury.
He's doing some new stuff.
Tiger blade. Not in your dreams.
Yeah, I think you just need to be more aggressive with boost attacks. There we go.
I never miss.
Hit him a little. Oh, too far away. Oh, I hit. Let me do that. Oh, that missed. I missed. And we're out of we're at a CP finally. I went a long time without having to use anything. All right. Well. I'm gonna have to orange shell. Oh my god.
Pierce evil.
I was looking at the item recast timer. I sold a material I had that was at like 99. So, oh, I broke it. Okay, she's definitely raising Alphen, so I'm going to raise Kisara.
Guess I had to use it time. Now I'm in the groove. Appreciate the help.
Jesus, I can't see anything except for him.
I want my guard down.
Burning strike.
All right, sorry, you're just out of here.
By the power of war, right astral energy. Here's the healing arc. Don't mind if I do. First aid.
All right. Both my support members are dead.
Now I'm in the groove.
I'm on it.
Ow.
Such a failure.
Ow.
Try harder. My turn.
Well, now you dodge.
Light spear. Now I can let loose.
I still have CP to revive, but she's not doing it yet. Oh, maybe I don't.
They're not playing around.
This one's all mine. Hold nothing back.
Oh, just let me. Oh, you can't stun him when he's pissed off.
Eternal devastation coming through.
There we go.
Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
Oh, 1 health. God, every time.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Okay. That wasn't so bad. That took 2 tries, which you saw most of the first try anyways. Or the whole first try.
Too deep is necessary to survive.
We may tend to push ourselves a little too hard.
Yeah, I keep, like, draining all my CP. I think that's just a hard mode thing. I can't imagine it not being the case. I mean, you could be super good at this game, perfect dodge all the time and everything. Your party members are still going to die, regardless. And you're still going to go through CP. All of it, probably. Is the Zoogle gone now, my lord? You were the 2 who were dead. It is. It proved to be a formidable foe, but I'm pleased to report that it is no more. That's right. Dolahim here put it in its place. Uh-huh. You really got rid of it, my lord? Yes, indeed. We also removed the Zoogles in the surrounding area. This should hopefully allow you to go about your work more in peace. Wow, thank you so much. Wait, your face. My lord, did you get hurt in that fight? Fret not. 'Tis a small price to pay on my part, if it means my people are relieved of that which ails them. Oops. Okay, that's confirmation that my buttons are being double pressed. You needn't do more than you already are. If anything else troubles you, please do not hesitate to call on the palace for its assistance. I'm gonna have to fix that. Yes, my lord, thank you.
Really now?
I got a feeling you're gonna have a long line of people waiting for you once we're back in Viscint. Probably. I only used 1 orange gel. We made kind of a profit on this fight. Okay. That is for perfect dodging. Increase his range on a perfect dodge, pretty much. Regenerate. Gradually restore 1 ally. Oh, we get regen? I'll take it. 10 hit boost gauge. His boost gauge seems to fill up very quickly. I'd rather go for this first. Art cast. I still haven't had a chance to really play as him. I mean, all we've done is 3 Gigants. So, what can you do? I'll get a chance soon. I need to go back to the palace because I bought back the books I lost. Can I not? There we go. All right. Should have more here. I just want to know what I get from her. Taming Water, a moving title, if ever I heard one. It shakes me to the core, fills my heart with tears. Such drama, such dollar. I'm going to be soaking wet before I finish. I can't turn my eyes away.
Watch it.
From what? I wasn't talking you. Quit trying to butt in. Ugh, I'll be taking that book back now. I'll bring you more if you're lucky. But I haven't gotten to the end yet. Okay. It's pretty clear that I knew that was going to come up.
Oh?
You see Taming Water and Law around, and this whole thing's just innuendos. My word, this tome truly lives up to the radiant light of its title. With every page, it glows more and more vibrantly. How joyous it must feel to have someone reading you. But I need you to calm down, okay? Otherwise, I can't see what's inside you. Is it just me, or is she talking to that book? Maybe she's having some sort of hallucination you only get from enjoying books so much.
No way.
You mean she's addicted to reading? That explains it. Never trust a bookworm. Don't let me in with that woman. Books are so wonderful for their ability to transport people to brand new worlds. What you see when reading them is nothing to be afraid of. Trust me, darlings. Red Rosemary. Is that it? I have another one. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, that's it. Thank you. We got... Ooh, plus 10 elemental attack. We have a lot of party members now. It's kind of hard to decide. You've got really weak elemental attack right now. That's kind of weird. I guess we'll give it to him? Sure. Why not? Elemental defense. I like to keep that even. Why is yours so low? You are a tank. Oh my god. And elemental attack again. We'll get him a little bit ahead. And we got this new charm accessory, right? Did we? Magic emblem. Elemental. Okay, well, just the fact that we got it means we can craft that now, and that's good enough. I don't like the one slot thing. I do need to go to the inn, so I'm gonna go do that quick, and then we're gonna step outside and take a look at the next area, at the very least. Okay. Wow, there's also more training ground stuff to do. This game has a lot to do. Surprisingly, it just keeps getting added onto, and we definitely have fishing still to come. Probably as soon as we step out here, she'll talk about fishing. Right? She did mention something about fishing.
Off we go.
Talka Pond Road. Even it's a pond road. It's clearly clearly about fishing. Well, this is a small area.
That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
Ooh, okay.
What's
Red
this
Jasmine. Hoodle, what are you trying to say? Is there an owl around here? Somewhere? Hoodle showed up there, but I didn't hear an owl. There's an owl right there. I'm gonna have to kill these guys first.
Shark! Lightning Tiger Blade!
That should take care of you guys.
Guess we don't know our own strength.
You could say that again.
Hoo! Hoo, hoo, hoo.
You can't double up. There's only one of you. Devil Tail.
Hoo, hoo, hoo. Look, Hoodle. One of your buddies. Hoo.
It's just a single road. And
There's something in the
cutscene.
water. I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Talka Pond, and it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renan eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
Wow. Wow, who could have predicted? Not that it's bad. This whole thing was just predicted in my head, going exactly like this, too. The second we met Kisara, this was planned out. Various fishing points are scattered through Dahna, damn it, which contain different species of fish. I can't speak today. Of fish. The fish can then be used to cook, sold for gold, or even unlock new titles. Don't hesitate to try new fishing holes when you find them. Fishing consists of 4 steps: cast a line, lure, hook, and then reel. For more information, consult the fishing controls topic. Select look. There's no music here?
Where
Interesting.
should I cast my line?
Wow, this is a dead silent activity. Okay. Got our stuff. Fishing present? Fish present? Oh, you're just telling me. Oh, it shows the buttons you'll have to press. Interesting. Okay, so we're getting them.
I've got a
R2?
good feeling about this one.
Reel in, R1. I probably should have looked at the controls here. Wow, this sounds just like 15.
This fish is way bigger than I was expecting.
Remarkable. You're top of the food chain.
All right. Fishing time. Okay, well, I get how it works now. I'm going to have to do a lot of it on my
And
own.
that's all there is to it.
But every
Wow.
time we get to a hole.
It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me.
You're going to
Kisara,
try.
I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
You got her.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Viscint. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Good to know.
Okay.
What the fishing expert? Hey, you look like you know your way around, or know your way with a rod. I've been fishing for a long time and have built up a good collection of equipment for it. I'll share it with you if you're interested. I just want one thing in exchange. All I ask is for you to show me records of any fish you caught. The more you catch, the more equipment I'll hook you up with. You need anything, I'm always here. Don't be afraid to come up and talk to me. A fishing expert found at Talka Pond can teach you the basics of fishing. If you show him your fishing notes, he'll tell you where to go to catch fish you haven't found, as well as new fishing gear based on what you've caught. Okay. New skill? Or title? Alright, she got a new title, Faster AG Recovery. She got more moves. I need more moves for easier over limit. KO prevention I need on everyone. Like immediately. So, do you have another fishing one? Favorite meals cooked? No, not yet. Okay, everyone seems to be good here. Increased easier over limit. Just buy all this quick before we finish up. Faster AG. Still don't have yours or yours, yours or yours. Okay. All right, we finally got fishing unlocked. And I just need to check this. Oh. Sure. 44 fish. Apparently, that's a lot of fish. Actually, I'm good. I'm going to talk to you in the next one. Hold up. Is there... Oh. Let's heal him quick. Ooh, you're a lifesaver. Now I can get back to my miss... sorry, I forget I spoke. Carry on. Don't mind me.
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Oh, there's a camp. Well, let's see this then. Oh boy.
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Viscint.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it.
Brynwell, you're being a little pushy.
I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Oh.
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
That... Oh my god, there's more of them. Yeah, I was wondering, like, what does this boost do?
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renan cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me, but my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
Got a death wish? That's what I'm getting from that. I'm gonna have to end this one here, though. I'm glad they they've explained it so well for each party member that showed up. Like, this is why you have this boost attack, and this is what it does, and the reason he dodges and gains inner strength, you know, it means that when you perfect dodge, you do more damage basically with him. It's interesting. All right. Well, we mostly did side quests in this one. That's just how it ends up being. We didn't even get that much done, but if you think about it, on hard mode, getting all those gigants out of the way that's enough on its own, to me at least. And I enjoy it. I think we have. How do I check this? Field activity records. No. Play record. Gigants? Are they anywhere? Oh, elite types. Okay. 7 of 20. It actually doesn't feel like that much. It doesn't feel like that much, but it's taken us this long to take out 7 of them. So maybe it's a lot more than it seems. Also, like, we're missing... We've been to half the camping points in the world. We've only crafted 8 of the 25 accessory types. And only 14 of 103 weapons? We're not very far along when you think about that stuff. We haven't even seen a third of the skits. It's a decently long game. Considering, you know, everything, we're a quarter. No, we're a third of the way done with side quests. Interesting. There's a lot of enemy types still to defeat. Interesting. Huh. Well, it seems like we still got a long road ahead, so I'm going to end this here so we can get to it. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.